Did I mention that? I don't think I mentioned this, but you can also do multiple installs at one time. So I don't think I mentioned that. So if you wanted to install npm install Lodash, Express, React, TypeScript, Jest, all these things, you can do them all at the same time. And this is where you'll get these long npm installs. I mean, I've literally had npm installs where I'll just walk away, go watch some anime, come back, check on it, walk away. Like it's sometimes it takes forever, depending on where you're installing from, some internal thing, some proxy, or whatever. This case it was really fast. I'm on a really fast internet, and things are going really good. But yeah, you can install as many as you want, and the same goes for uninstalling. So I'm gonna uninstall all of these, and it works pretty much the same. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much really all you need to know about installing and uninstalling npm. Now, when it comes to like running the scripts, so let's say we have this test script here. Right now, it just says echo, no error, no test specified, exit 1. So if you want to run the script, you can type in npm, followed by the run keyword, followed by the name of the script. The only one that doesn't have to be prefixed with the run keyword is test. So you don't have to put run on test. You can actually just say npm test. And as you can see, it echoed out error, no test specified, exit 1, right? So, because that's exactly what's here. It exited 1. Remember I told you about how the process could exit with a 1? That's where this came from. Exit 1 means error. That's what this is. It's an error. So if you were to like listen to the standard error, the standard out, you would see an error there. You could pipe into that and write it to a log or something like that because it's an exit of 1. Obviously, we can change the test script to be whatever we want, and we will get into testing, so you'll see how that works. But yeah, you can change it. So we can also add other things here. So if I wanted to add, I don't know, I wanted to add something that like removed a file. So I'll say I'm gonna add a script called remove, and it's going to, actually let's make one called serve. So I'll make one called serve, and it's going to open this index.html and serve it on the browser, right? So first I need to find a package that'll serve. I know one off the top of my head. It's literally called serve. So I'm gonna npm install serve, and I'm gonna save that globally actually. So I'm just gonna say serve like that. So while that's installing, I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use the serve CLI, and I'm pretty sure I can point it to a folder and it'll find the index.html, it'll serve it for me. So I'm gonna just do that, and let's see if that's done. That seems to be done. And now I can just type in npm run serve, and boom, localhost 5000, and it could not be found because I clearly didn't set it up right and I didn't look at the documentation. But that wasn't the point to get the serve right. It was just to show you that you can pretty much customize how this works. You can literally do whatever you want. You can write bash script here. You can put a JavaScript file here and have it execute a JavaScript file if you wanted to. So you can literally do whatever you want. And these scripts are very powerful. So if you like hop into like a big repo at a big company, don't be surprised if you see like 20 scripts here that are doing like a whole bunch of crazy stuff, because that's just how it is. npm serve. Let's look at that right quick. We got here. So the way serve works is serve a folder name, which
I think it was the wrong folder name. I think it was intro to React and not just intro.
yeah, it's this intro. Let's do it the long way. So we'll say serve like that. Let's see what happens. Run that. Let's see what the network says. Network says, come here. No request. Oh, there we go. 404 not found. Okay, let's try. Let's just literally load up that thing like that and see what happens. So we'll save that. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm in the package directory, right? So I got a cd out. So there we go. Now that should work. Let's try it now. So do npm run serve like that. Yeah, see, the problem is I'm in a package.json that's in a package folder, but I'm trying to run it on a sibling folder, right? So this package.json would have to exist on a higher up. So what I was gonna do, I'm just gonna bring this over here like this. There we go.
Or you just do .. slash.
Or I could do .. Yeah, I guess that would work too. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, that's the easy answer. But all right, so we just did that. Let me go back into package, and then we can do npm run serve. Now we can go here, and it still doesn't want to work because I put the wrong folder. It should just be serve now. Now we run serve. We go back. There we go. Okay, so now you can see how you're able to create pretty much whatever script you want in the package.json and just prefix it with npm run whatever you want, and it works pretty good. And you can also see how important it is to read the documentation, even if you've already used the thing 1,000 times. And I use serve all the time. So cool. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover with packages. Any final questions on that before we move on? The question was, can you specify additional parameters to like commands inside the scripts?
Yes.
Yes, you can. So let me write another one. So if I say, what's a good one? I'm trying to think of a good one. Yes, you can totally do it. I'm trying to think like what's a good example off the top of my head. Let's try this. So if I make one called remove, and I use rm-rf, and then it takes a argument, like what folder do you want to actually move, or actually let's just do a file, like what file do you want to remove? So I can say, because rm actually removes a file, that's what rm is going to do. So I can say npm run rm, and then followed by the file name. In this case, let's remove this index.html. Let's do that. So we'll say remove index.html. So if I run that, you can see I was able to pass in index.html to the rm command here as a argument, and it was actually able to execute and remove it from here. And the same thing goes with flags. So if you had like a flag that you wanted to pass in here, like rf, obviously this is going to break now. Let me make a folder so we can see that. So we'll make a new folder, call it hello. Now if we want to remove that folder, I could say remove rf, which means recursively remove this folder, and I call it hello. Hello is a directory. Okay, so I think you actually have to do like that. So let's check that out. Okay, now the problem is if I do that, I can't pass in an argument. So now I'm starting to remember. Yeah, you can't pass in an argument with a flag unless you hard code the argument here first. So it's either or. So there's not a lot of flexibility in it. So if I wanted to do that, I would have to put the name of it here. So like hello, and then now I could use a flag because I have this / here, which tells us, hey, whatever other flags they want to pass in, do that. But if I prefix that, then now I'm not able to pass in an argument, which would be, in this case, would be a folder name. So in this case, what I like to do when it gets that complicated is I would point to like something like this. I would say like some file JS here, like run that thing, do that thing. And then in that file, I'll do the stuff that I want to do. And you can use whatever npm module you want to use, whether it's shell.js or custom bash scripting, a child process, whatever you want to do to run a bash script if you want. And that's what I do. I like to keep these pretty simple when they start getting complicated with all the arguments and things like that.